To celebrate the marriage of Dave and Lauren, two amazing people who we love and who mean so much to us all. I'd also like to thank Dave and Lauren, particularly Lauren, for all your hard work with putting this week together for us. The brew tour was a blast. The rehearsal dinner was a lot of fun. Dave's smoked pork was phenomenal, and today's ceremony was just incredibly beautiful. Lauren, you look absolutely gorgeous. Dave, you look pretty good, but I hope you realize how lucky you are. I've been friends with Dave for over 20 years now. Friend, though, doesn't seem like the right word. I consider Dave to be family, a brother of mine. We first met in the spring of 2000 when I was pledging the Omega chapter of Kappa Delta Rho. As a matter of fact, it was Dave that put a brand of the Greek letter Omega on my right butt cheek with a bent hanger that was heated with a blowtorch. Dave was always the best at giving brands to new fraternity brothers, but unfortunately that doesn't get you very far these days. Over the past 20 plus years as friends, we've been there for each other through the best of times, and we've been there for each other for the worst of times. As most good friends do, we have tons of good stories, plenty of adventures, near-death experiences, encounters with law enforcement, multiple run-ins with the U.S.-Canadian Border Patrol. Yet somehow we're still here to talk about it. Most of our great memories would probably be inappropriate for me to share in this setting, but isn't that how it's supposed to be with your best friends? However, when I reflect on my friendship with Dave, I don't think about the wild times we had in the past. What comes to mind is how good of a friend he is, how Dave would do anything for anyone that he cares about. I think about how selfless, generous, and caring he is. I remember the times back in college when Dave was there for me, gave me rides back home, carried me up 3 flights of steps to my bedroom. When I literally had no money, he would drop off a pizza while working his shift at Domino's because he knew I was hungry. Another thing about Dave is you always felt safe with him. He's big and muscular, and when you were out with Dave, you knew nobody was going to mess with you. I imagine it's those same things that I saw in Dave and all his friends see in Dave that attracted Lauren to him. I imagine she saw how generous, thoughtful, and considerate he is, and I imagine that Dave made her feel safe and comfortable as he would do for anyone that's important to him. I remember when Dave called me to tell me about meeting Lauren. It was the very next day, and he was so excited he just had to call me and talk to me about it. He told me how he met this young, beautiful woman at the brew pub, and they hit it off, and if he plays his cards right, he might just have a shot with her. Over the next few weeks, he was telling me how he couldn't believe how much they had in common, how much fun they were having on their dates, and just how lucky he was to have her in his life. It wasn't long after they started dating that I had a chance to meet Lauren, and instantly I knew there was something special about her and the relationship. Over the years, my wife and I have spent a lot of time with Dave and Lauren, and we've witnessed how happy they are together and how supportive they are, and how they complement each other so well. Dave and Lauren, now that you're married, you are each other's constant in life, that one unchanging factor. You may have new jobs, move to new cities, face new challenges, but the one thing that will never change is you'll always have each other. You're like each other's right hand. Now, earlier this month, I had optional hand surgery on my right hand, and it was my first surgery and the first time I had to wear a cast, and especially since I'm right-handed, I quickly found out how difficult it was to do everyday things like putting on my clothes, opening a door, or even eating dinner. My right hand was always there, and it was a big part of my life, but I never really thanked God for my hand. I never was really thankful for it specifically, or never thought about what I would do without it. So I guess my piece of advice is, don't ever take each other for granted. You are each other's constant, you're each other's right hand. Although you'll always be there, make sure you appreciate one another and are as thankful and grateful to one another as you are the moment you promise to spend your lives together. So Dave and Lauren, I love you, we all love you, and we are so sincerely, genuinely happy for you in this new chapter of your life. This is an occasion to celebrate, so let's raise our glasses and toast to a lifetime of love and laughter. Congratulations, Dave and Lauren. Cheers.
And now we are going to cut the cake.